Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Mac the Trader, and welcome back to another video. If you are not subscribed to the YouTube channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click that bell notification icon to be updated whenever I upload a new video. I would love to have you a part of the family. So in this video, we're going to be talking about those individuals that work 9 to 5s. You're going to witness a student, a one-on-one session where a student is talking to me about their 9 to 5 schedule and how they do not have time to actually trade the markets. Those of you who work a 9 to 5, who are trying to get your bills paid, who want to be able to invest within the market, but you may think you don't have time, this video is going to be for you. We're going to show you exactly how you can take advantage of the market using not only the Telegram community, but the information here at Mac Trading Academy in order to trade the markets during a time that works for you. You do not have to be on the charts all day. You do not have to spend hours and hours and hours of your free time on the charts. All you have to do is pay attention to this video and join Trade with Mac Telegram community. This morning, we're currently up 5% on the trade sent out to the Telegram subscribers this morning, and I want you to be a part of my next trade setup. In order to do so, all you have to do is click the first link in the description, and I'm going to get in contact with you. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. And before we get into the video, go ahead and drop a like. Go ahead and drop a like on this video. Definitely helps out with the algorithm. And I will see you all within the Trade with Mac Telegram community on our next video analysis. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Enjoy the video. Peace out.
Right? So you said you're busy pretty much from 7 a.m. to around 3:30, right? Which is completely fine. You can take advantage of gold and you can take advantage of AU, all right, during Asia session. Now, typically, I may trade AU during Asia session. It just depends on what's setting up. But gold is definitely something that you can, that you can decide to take advantage of as well, right? You just have to be patient and you have to wait on the actual trades to take place, all right? So Asia session is going to be your session of choice. So if we go up here to indicators, let's go to session range. Let's find a session range indicator. All right, solid. All right, so I would utilize the Asia session range indicator right here. All right, we can get rid of New York for now. We can get rid of that. So we can get rid of these right here. All right, and we'll just leave Asia session up. Let's get rid of these as well. There we go. All right, so what you're going to want to do in this case is you're going to want to align with the higher time frame, and you're not necessarily going to want to hold on to these trades all too much, right? But this strategy should definitely assist you with, at least being able to still trade the market, after you get off work and you get some rest, right? So Asia session starts around 8 o'clock p.m. All right, 2000 hours. And really all you have to do is understand what the higher time frame is doing and then break it down to like something like the M15, right? And even if it's counter trend, it's okay because like I said, you're not going to be looking for, the end all be all huge run. You're just going to be looking to take advantage of a piece of the market. All right, so if we look at this example here, usually I utilize this on the M15 if I ever do utilize this strategy. But at the end of the day, it works, right? And that's really all we care about. So really, you're going to be looking for sweeps of liquidity during Asia session. okay, along with breaks of structure. So sweep of liquidity, right? We see price runs to the upside here. And then we see that this is the structure that is responsible, right, for that sweep of liquidity. So we're going to drag this out here. And this is where you would set your alert, right? So you're going to set your alert at wherever your break of structure is, all right? But you have to wait for that sweep of liquidity to take place first. So we can see that price runs to the upside here. We sweep this swing high, all right? We sweep this liquidity. We'd be waiting for this structure to break here. If price just continued to move to the upside, then so be it, right? You don't have a trade, right? But in this case, sweep of liquidity here, break of structure takes place here, right? And all you're doing is looking for a liquidity point of interest, something that sweeps and flips, right? And of course, anytime you do have a possible setup and you're not sure, always feel free to send it to me. Send me your analysis and I'll take a look at it, right? So let's go down to the lower time frame right here so we can see what took place on the M5. Your best friends, like your best friend time frames are going to be the M15 and the M5 with this strategy, right? So M15, M5. I would utilize the H4 and the H1 just to look at direction of the market, right? So let's go down to the M5 to see if we have a mitigation of anything. All right, perfect, you do. So you have a mitigation of this area here. All right, also a little bit of imbalance here. Then price moves to break structure. All right, so there's our mitigation of previous supply, which is here. Price moves to the downside. Our sweep of liquidity is going to be this swing high here that we can see on the M5. But we're going to want to take our entry. You can take your entry on the M5, right? But for what that's going to be up to you on what time frame you want to take that entry on, all right? I would just utilize the M15 liquidity POIs because it's going to be a lot simpler and you're going to take a lot less hits, all right? So in this case here, we'd be looking for prices to trade back into this area here and then just target that low that price is coming off of. All right, so let's just go ahead and take this off of replay mode. I just didn't want to go all the way back in time to look at this M5 mitigation here. So in this case, in this example, on Friday,
do you want to make money on autopilot? Do you want to increase your income? Do you want to learn how to trade? Do you want to understand the market? Do you want to make money when the market is up and when the market is down? If this is you, all you have to do is click the link below and Mac will contact you.
So it kind of trades into London session, as you can see, right? If you can trade London, like if your alert does go off and it's during London session, right? You may be asleep at that time. That would just be a day that, you just don't take that specific trade, right? But there are other examples which we're going to go over where it takes place pretty close to, when Asia session starts, right? So in this case here, short position would be set based off of this M15 candle here next to that inside bar. Stop loss here we go. You're looking for price to trade into that region, and then like I said, you're looking to target the low. Now in this case here, it's only a 2% return, right? But you're just looking for consistent returns, right? Because there's a small window of time that you're able to trade, and you want to keep that in mind, right? Especially if you can't, trade New York session and AM or PM, right? It's either going to be London or Asian, but based on your schedule, it may be best for you to trade Asia session since you'll be able to actually give the charts your time, right? During London session, you got to be able to get 7, so you're probably going to be getting rest, things like that. So Asia session is probably going to be your best bet for the time being, right? And it won't be like this forever, bro. Definitely keep that in mind. It won't be like this forever, right? Right now, you're just selecting a strategy to apply at a certain point in time that works for your schedule, right? Which is what trading is really all about. Trading should work around us. We should not work around trading, right? So here's another example, right? We sweep liquidity here, right? What is responsible for sweeping that liquidity? It's going to be this low here. If we take out this low, okay, then we're going to look for sells. Price takes out this low there, even with the wick. You can look for wick breaks, or you can look for candlestick body breaks, like we see here. Well, this wick broke here, but let's say you wanted to wait just a little longer, right? You can look for that candlestick body. That's going to be completely up to you. Excuse me, right? So we see this example here. Price pushes to the downside. We have a wick break after we have that sweep of liquidity. So we have that mitigation, that sweep, that break of structure here. Price trades into this region. You're going to be looking for sells based off of this candle. Where you're going to target, we're going to target that low, right? So another 2.13R, right? Now, when you see like people scalping US 30 and stuff like that, this is pretty much all they're doing. They're doing something very, very similar to this, right? Let's go over here. Okay, we push to the downside here, right? We don't quite have, a sweep of liquidity per se, right? Do we have that mitigation? We have that mitigation here. We have that break of structure here. We have that point of interest right here. Could utilize this M15 POI. And you're just looking for price to trade from there. So this is going to be a strategy where once you get your point of interest, you're pretty much just going to set it, go to sleep, go ahead and risk your 1%. Long position in this case. Stop loss here. Take profit. It's high. Right? So what I want you to do is whatever's responsible for that break of structure, that's what you're going to be trading off of, and you're going to look for whatever structure was created after that break. Wherever that reversal takes place, that's where you're going to target. So we can see the break of structure was here. The reversal for price to come back down was here. Price comes back down. You also have imbalance here. Imbalance is going to be important. We see we have imbalance here. We have imbalance here. And we have imbalance here. Right? So imbalance is definitely something you're going to want to make sure is in the strategy. So that's about 4.24%, 2%, so 6.24, and then 6.24 plus 2.13. What is that? Like 8.37, right? So you're just going to be looking for small, consistent returns during, based on what Asia session has done. And even if you wake up during London session, right? You look to see what Asia session did, and then you set your alert or your trade. Then you go back to sleep in preparation for work, right? You can do that as well, right? You don't have to be on the charts for a whole bunch of time. It's really all about utilizing the trade alerts on TradingView. Utilize the trade alerts. Set your alarm. Wake up at 2 a.m. See what the market has done during Asia session. If you see a trade, you take it, right? But I would backtest this and gather some data, right? So at this, at this point in time here, this trade takes place at, 10:20, what is that? 10:15. This trade here takes place at 4 o'clock a.m., right? This trade here takes place at 8:30 a.m. But it's all based on what happens during Asia session, right? So for example, today, right? There's nothing to do just yet, right? We're going to give it a few hours. And if we see something such as a sweep of liquidity, let's say price pulls down here, sweeps liquidity, breaks to the upside, then we know that, okay, we have an opportunity to set a trade. And we're just going to wait for, for price to, wait for price to hit our alert, wake up during London, set the trade, go on about our day, all right? So gather some data on what we just talked about. Here are 3 great examples. They weren't cherry picked. They were just the most recent 3 examples based on the previous last 3 Asia sessions. All right, and let me know how it goes. And let me know if you have any questions.